What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. So internet on the road, it's a big deal to me. It's a big deal to a lot of people. I finally have a really solid, good solution to having reliable, good internet on the road. It's like a three-part, or at least a two-part solution. So the first part is get a wireless hotspot, one of these things. You can pick these up online. You can pick them up from the retailer I'm about to mention, which is NetBuddy. They have a deal that is $60 a month, no contract, which is awesome. And they use AT&T service, which is also, I think, there's a little bug in here, absolutely essential. And the reason for that is every other service besides AT&T throttles their data. So what that means is once you reach a certain amount, which is usually pretty small, it's usually 10 to 20 gigabytes, somewhere in there, they slow you down tremendously so that your internet is pretty much unusable. The other thing is AT&T is the second largest, they have the second largest coverage area. So check out this map on the screen. This is the AT&T one. The biggest one is Verizon. Check out this map. They cover a lot more places with their LTE, which is the highest speed of internet, but they throttle the hell out of you. So that's not really, it's not really worth it to spend the money on that. So the way we've been doing this in the past is we just use cell phones. We have AT&T service. We use iPhones. This is an iPhone 7 Plus. This has a very fast receptor thing in it. I don't know how that stuff works. To receive the 4G and stuff, so it gets internet really fast. We've used our iPhones and our iPads off-grid for the last year with AT&T, and it's been great. There's been a few spots where we didn't have service or where we had very slow service, and the thing that would help with that is a booster. And so far, there is a lot to know on that. I don't feel comfortable talking about it yet because I don't feel like I know enough to tell people about it, because I don't want to give anyone the wrong information, because I don't feel I have the complete story yet. But the next part is if you get one of these, then you get a booster. You stick the booster to the outside of the van, and boom, you've got crazy good internet almost everywhere. But even if you don't go that far, and they are expensive, the boosters are, even if you just have this thing, it's awesome. Every major city, you've got great, very fast, unlimited, completely unlimited internet anywhere you go. It's awesome. Off-grid, there are some places, mostly in the West, Montana, Idaho. You saw the map. There's some places where you don't really get very great service. The other thing you need to think about with this is if you're in a van, or even most RVs, it's a metal box, and those metal boxes block the waves that you're getting in from the internet waves through the air. So one thing I have found is, which you could do with this, or you could do with a cell phone if you're just using a cell phone, is I like to stick them up in my roof vent. I take the screen cover off up here. I just take this off, and then I stick my cell phone up there and use it as a hotspot, which is essentially doing the same thing as this. Except you're not killing your phone all the time. So if you're really low on money and you don't want to spend a lot of money, I think the first best solution is just get an AT&T phone, especially an iPhone, because an iPhone you can hotspot off of it and create a wireless network from your phone. I don't think you can do that with Androids without modding stuff or paying for apps. It used to be that way. I don't know if it still is. I would definitely look into that. Second best way is definitely get one of these, because then you're not killing your phone all the time. You don't have to deal with all that stuff. It's just ready to go all the time. You can also use, if you have a different service provider, if you're already with Verizon or Sprint or whatever, then you can use this, create the hotspot, and have Wi-Fi on your phone, so you don't have to use that internet all the time. And then you hopefully will still have a bunch of data if you're using the Wi-Fi off of this when you're in the van. So that's pretty sweet. I've been playing with this for the last month or two, and no issues at all. It's just as fast as the iPhone, and it works great, and I have absolutely had zero issues with it. It does only last about 24 hours, which is about what a phone lasts. So even though it's got this honking battery in this thing, I would plug it in all the time. This is the battery right here. Look at this thing. It's massive. I would plug it in all the time. So the way, I probably should have explained this a minute ago, the way the NetBuddy thing works is you buy the unlimited service from them, and the physical part of that is the SIM card. So you get the SIM card. You can either buy a hotspot device from them. They have these ones. These are the Nighthawks. They're awesome. You can plug an antenna into it. You can plug a booster into it. It's good to go. They have a bunch of other different kinds. Or you could just buy one off eBay or Craigslist or whatever. and then you get the SIM card from them, and you plug in the SIM card, and boom, it's ready to go. You just create a hotspot from this thing, and you get a password, and then you put the password in your phone or on your laptop or on your iPad or your tablet or whatever you're using to access the internet with, and you're good to go. It's super simple. It's super easy. It's $60 a month. There's no contract. This, I'm excited about this because for the last like 2 years, I've been looking for a solution like this. I used to use my, I was on Sprint for a while, and they would throttle my internet, and that's how I uploaded videos. And, trying to find Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi when you're out on the road is really hard because usually it's really, really slow. It's hard to even watch YouTube videos, let alone, work or do anything else online. So it's just finding Wi-Fi just wasn't a good option. I had a little booster which sped it up a bit, but it still wasn't really adequate. This is, whoa, somebody's freaking out there, man. This is the best solution I have found. So anyway, there's that, guys. I hope it helps. If you're going to go this route, check out the description. The coupon code I have gives you a little bit of discount, helps me out at the same time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Love you,